This would be a massive upgrade for the New England Patriots. Let's talk about it. My name is Aaron. This is Sports Talk Patriots on the daily, pushing out that content to people just like you who can't get enough Patriots football. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and comment below. Today, what we're going to be talking about, free agency and a potential big grab rumored by the Patriots that could be coming to the Patriots via free agency. As well, an odd, but in my opinion, good move by the Patriots today as well. Maybe we talk Buffalo. Who the heck knows? Anyways, let's jump right into it. Free agency is coming up. The New England Patriots need to make some moves. Again, they have pieces in place. They have a quarterback. They have some weapons sparingly around the quarterback. They need offensive line. They need a number one wide receiver. They need defense, edge rushers, little things here and there. Obviously, offensive line, not a little thing. But that being said, when it comes down to it, one of the big things the Patriots need to do is figure out wide receiver. Now, time after time, we have talked about T. Higgins. We talked a lot about Brandon Ayuk. We even talked about how Calvin Ridley, potentially Elliott Wolf was making a offer to him. But this is a new one for me, and this is interesting. Apparently, this name has been dropped within the organization. Insiders have revealed that Chris Godwin, if you've ever had him on fantasy, he always does really well for me. But potentially could be a big upgrade or a huge get for the Patriots and someone they are interested in. Now, a lot of reports suggest the Patriots are very curious in T. Higgins. Now, T. Higgins, I like T. Higgins. He has the potential to be a number one wide receiver. The only downfall for me is I feel like he is injury-ridden. I feel like he's had multiple seasons where he's been hurt. I think he can, again, be a number one wide receiver, get away from Jamar Chase, do his own thing. But, again, he is going to want a boatload. Now, Chris Godwin is as well. I'm not going to disagree with that. I think Chris Godwin, 28 years old, still has, you sign him to a 3-year contract, you give him a decent paycheck. Remember, we have the cap space. I think he can do really well with Drake May. Now, this year, as I talk about injuries with T. Higgins, Chris Godwin would be coming off an ankle injury. He had a dislocated ankle. But again, he should be fine. Productive wide receiver for the Patriots year after year after year. He played with Tom Brady. He played with Baker Mayfield. And so he has done well. He has not even been their technically number one wide receiver, but he is still putting up great numbers. So you look, again, if you forget, he was drafted in 2017, third-round pick by the Tampa Bay. He's only been at Tampa Bay. But if you look at his numbers, even this year, he put up 576 yards, and that's not even halfway through the season. The past 3 years, he put up just over 1,000. The year 2020, that was an odd year, almost put up 1,000. And then the year before that put up his most, which was just over 1,300. Now, you look at the seasons a little more in depth. I think this is important. Mike Evans, Hall of Famer, hands down. But this would have been last year. So this is Baker Mayfield. This is when they made the playoffs and then lost to the Lions in the divisional round. He had the most receptions. He was a tad under Mike Evans with the most targets at 130 to 136. Still put up over 1,000 rushing yards or 1,000 receiving yards, averaging just over 12, long of 47. Again, numbers are there. The year before that, 2023, we know Tom Brady's last year. He was the most targeted and had the most receptions of any wide receiver, any receiver on this team. So again, the numbers are there. Again, if you look at his touchdowns, obviously these touchdowns are spread out. And Mike Evans, a lot of times he is that true X. He gets the bulk of them, But when it comes down to it, he is still, a lot of people would argue, in his prime, and he has plenty of time left. I'm not saying give him some crazy long contract, but 3, maybe 4 years, I would be up for, depending if Elliott Wolf can really strike a good deal. Now, what I think is very interesting as well, and let's think about this from the Patriots' perspective, but you look at his route running. A lot of people would argue he is one of the best screen route runners in the NFL. Now, when you're like, Aaron, it's literally you turn and you catch the ball. That's true, but we got to talk about catch after the ball, all these different things. Now, if you look at this team in the Patriots, offensive line, we know, is dog water. It's booty cheeks. It's bad. So, again, being able to get the ball off quick, giving Chris Godwin the opportunity, hey, get a screen going, boom, have some other wide receivers block, hopefully. And that can bode well for Drake May. Now, obviously, all these other routes he does well at as well. But one of his big ones, if you look at percentage-wise, is the screen route. And so, again, I would be very interested to see if the Patriots truly are interested in someone like Chris Godwin. If he would be willing. The thing with you look at the Buccaneers, he stays with the Bucs. How long does Mike Evans have left? They have McMillan, who younger talent, but do they just not want to pay Chris? That's the big question. Does Chris want to go to greener pastures? We will see. So comment below. Tell me what you think about Chris Godwin. You think that's an interesting get? If you don't, comment why as well. Comment below. Tell me your thoughts when it comes to wide receivers. If we were to get someone from free agency or maybe even trade, who do you want to see? Who is your number one get? And then maybe give me some a second, third tier that you would be good with as well. So comment below. Tell me that. As well, last little part, the Patriots take an unusual measure after their 4th loss. They basically did not have a team meeting, which meant they were not there to talk to reporters. Now, Gerard Mayo did, but the team did not. Now, the reason it's odd because that usually doesn't happen, but why I think that is a good thing is because, again, they're right now, we know they're not a playoff team. They're not great. They are one of the worst teams in the playoffs. And reporters are probably just going to drill them. And honestly, a lot of these guys have been working their tails off, and they've probably had enough. And so in the sense of they just need a break. Now, it is kind of odd because they're just coming off a bye week. But I'm sure from probably a mental health standpoint, they're like, we just need a break. We need a little positivity. We need to get away from all these, questions. And so, I don't mind it. I don't think it's the end of the world. So I'm not going to dog on it. I'm taking it as a, glass half full. So, again, interesting. I really think it's more of, I think a lot of people that I've read are speculating like, oh, what if they know something that we don't, or someone's getting let go, or all this. I honestly don't think it's that. I think it's they're sick of talking to the media because it's the same old questions and they have the same old answers, and that's not helping them move forward. And so it's, hey, we're just going to take a break, which I don't know, is what it is. See it as a good move, see it as a bad move. I'm sure some people are like, man up, talk to the media. Sure, whatever. It is what it is. But it is what it is. So comment below. Tell me what you think about that. Last but not least, this is super random. I had a guy comment and say, hey, I would love to send you some swag. Would love to, or whatever, send you a tip. And it would blow your mind how many emails I get. It's actually pretty funny. Usually I just say kind of like thanks, and then I don't really respond with that. You just say thanks, and I'm very polite. And my wife was like, Aaron, are you serious? If someone's willing to give you a tip, take a tip. And listen, happy wife, happy life. Am I right? So if you want to send me something and you're like, hey, I want to give you a tip, or I'm going to send you something. I want you to buy a jersey or whatnot. I don't care. Again, I am not telling you to to do this. But again, I've had a lot of people reach out, and if you really want to do it, that would be nice. But I don't expect absolutely anything. Know that. Absolutely know that. I do this for fun, but it is very heartwarming and nice, especially during this time of the year that I've gotten so many of those messages. So that being said, in below, I have my Venmo. If you want to shoot me a Venmo, that's great. If you don't, do not care. I'm just here to talk Patriots football. So that being said, my name is Aaron. Hit that subscribe button. We'll talk later. Peace.